Hello and welcome back. Thursday I wasn't feeling too good, so I actually slept for 13 straight hours, so I wasn't able to record Luke 6 on Friday. So I'm doing it today. So for some of you it might be kind of back to back. I'm going to record it and post it tonight, and then tomorrow I'm going to post Luke 7. But I'm going to be wearing the same clothes because I'm going to record it back to back. Okay, so here we go. And it's raining cats and dogs here in Oregon. That's why my hair is like this.
Oh, it's not raining cats and dogs. For Oregon, this is nothing compared to a Texas gully washer.
Oh yeah. This is.
It's just weird irregular rain. When you go outside, you actually get wet today.
Yeah. You actually needed an umbrella, and that's really odd for Oregon. Anyway, Luke chapter 6. Here we go. Ready, Anna? Ready. One Sabbath, Jesus was going through the grain fields, and his disciples began to pick some heads of grain, rub them in their hands, and eat the kernels. Some of the Pharisees asked, "Why are you doing this unlawful on the Sabbath?" Wait, let me try that again. Why are you doing what is unlawful on the Sabbath? Jesus answered them, Have you never read what David did when he and his companions were hungry? He entered the house of God, and taking the consecrated bread, he ate what is lawful only for priests to eat. And he also gave some to his companions. Then Jesus said to them, The Son of Man is Lord of the Sabbath. On another Sabbath, he went into the synagogue and was teaching, and a man was there whose right hand was shriveled. The Pharisees and the teachers of the law were looking for a reason to accuse Jesus, so they watched him closely to see if he would heal on the Sabbath. But Jesus knew what they were thinking and said to the man with the shriveled hand, Get up and stand in front of everyone. So he got up and stood there. Then Jesus said to them, I ask you, which is lawful on the Sabbath, to do good or to do evil, to save life or to destroy it? He looked around at them all and then said to the man, Stretch out your hand. He did so, and his hand was completely restored. But they were furious and began to discuss with one another what they might do to Jesus. One of those days, Jesus went out to a mountainside to pray and spent the night praying to God. When morning came, he called his disciples to him and chose 12 of them, who he also designated apostles: Simon, who he named Peter, his brother Andrew, James, John, Philip, Bartholomew, Matthew, Thomas, James, son of Alphaeus, Simon, who was called the Zealot, Judas, son of James, and Judas Iscariot, who became a traitor. He went down with them and stood on a level place. A large crowd of his disciples was there, and a great number of people from all over Judea and Jerusalem, and from the coast of Tyre and Sidon, who had come to hear him and to be healed of their diseases. Those troubled by evil spirits were cured, and the people all tried to touch him, because the power was coming from him and healing them all. Looking at his disciples, he said, Blessed are you who are poor, for yours is the kingdom of God. Blessed are you who hunger now, for you will be satisfied. Blessed are you who weep now, for you will laugh. Blessed are you who, when men hate you, when they exclude you, insult you, and reject your name as evil because of the Son of Man. Rejoice in that day and leap for joy, because great is your reward in heaven, for that is how their fathers treated the prophets. But woe to you who are rich, for you have already received your comfort. Woe to you who are well fed now, for you will go hungry. Woe to you who laugh now, for you will mourn and weep. Woe to you when all men speak well of you, for that is how their fathers treated the false prophets. But I tell you who hear me, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who mistreat you. If someone strikes you on one cheek, turn him the other also. If someone takes your cloak, do not stop him for taking your tunic. Give to everyone who asks you, and if anyone takes what belongs to you, do not demand it back. Do to others as you would have them do to you. If you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who are good to you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners do that. If you lend to those from whom you expect repayment, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners, expecting to be repaid in full. But love your enemies, do good to them, and lend to them without expecting to get anything back. Then your reward will be great, and you will be sons of the Most High, because He is kind to the ungrateful and wicked. Be merciful, just as your Father is merciful. Do not judge, and you will not be judged. Do not condemn, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. He also told them this parable. Can a blind man lead a blind man? Will they not both fall into a pit? A student is not above the teacher, but everyone who is fully trained will be like his teacher. Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, "Brother, let me take the speck out of your eye," when you yourself fail to see the plank in your own eye? You hypocrite, first take the plank out of your eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. No good tree bears bad fruit, nor does a bad tree bear good fruit. Each tree is recognized by its own fruit. People do not pick figs from thorn bushes, or grapes from briars. The good man brings good things out of the good stored up in his heart, and the evil man brings evil things out of the evil stored up in his heart. For out of the overflow of his heart, his mouth speaks. Why do you call me Lord, Lord, and do not do what I say? I will show you what he is like, what he is like who comes to me and hears my words and puts them into practice. He is like a man building a house who dug down deep and laid a foundation on rock. When a flood came, the torrent struck the house, but could not shake it, because it was well built. But the one who hears my words and does not put them into practice is like a man who builds a house on the ground without foundation. The moment the torrent struck that house, it collapsed, and its destruction was complete. So that is Luke chapter 6. It talks about...
Anne has a couple of Bible verses from that chapter. Can't you do them?
Yes.
Anna. Do to
others.
as you would.
Yeah, she said it.
Say it louder.
Say it louder.
Can you yell it? Do to
Others, do to others, you could have them do to you.
Yay! Good job, Anna.
Yay.
And then out of the overflow of the... That's right, the mouth speaks.
The mouth speaks. Very good. In chapter 6, it talks about a torrent, a flood. As probably everyone knows, the earthquake that hit Japan was devastating on many levels.
Maybe open.
And also, unleashed tsunamis, multiple tsunamis on the good people of Japan. So our hearts go out to those people, the thousands that have been killed, the thousands who have lost loved ones and homes and property. And if you are able and willing, if you could go to donate, whether it's the Red Cross, the Salvation Army, Global Vision probably has something up now. What? Global Vision?
World Vision.
World Vision. Sorry. World Vision. So if you could give, at least pray as well. Prayers are what's most needed, especially with the nuclear reactors that are having issues right now. So I hope you guys had a great weekend, and I'm looking forward to chapter 7, which I will be reading in a couple minutes. But keep those people in your prayers, and we will see you very soon. Thank you guys so much. Bye.